Welcome back to Family Quest. As you can see, I'm standing here on the top of a woodland mansion where inexplicably a cow has spawned. I have already, hey cow, friendly. I've already started clearing this place out from mobs, monsters, villagers, if you will. And let's see what I've done so far. Okay. Instead of coming in from the bottom and working our way up, we're going to come in at the third floor and work our way down. I don't think there's really any difference in danger at the three different levels. So I've already cleared out this top level, which didn't have anything too scary in it, really. A couple of zombies. So come down here. And okay. Johnny is a little bit tough, but I replaced my elytra, as you can see, with my armor. And I'm about as geared up as possible. I've got potions on me. I've got a totem of undying in my left hand, and I have god armor. There was that brief period in 1.14 where they allowed any enchantments to be placed on armor, and I did that. So this chest plate that I'm wearing has protection, protection from missiles, blast protection, and fire protection all on it. And I also have multiple protections on my pants, helmet, and shoes, but I still noticed that when I got hit by one of these guys right there, I took quite a bit of damage. And as you can see here, I'm not even doing much damage despite the fact I'm trying to fight him with a bottle in my hand. Okay. Unfortunately, see, even then I took 3 hearts of damage. But as long as there's only 1 or 2 at a time, I'm good. Too bad in Minecraft you can't take and break a bottle and use it as a weapon. That would be pretty awesome. So we are lighting up everything as we go. The Vindicators there, or the Johnnies as I like to call them, they do not respawn once you kill them, but zombies and spiders and skeletons and, worst of all, creepers will. And it's really hard to get this place lit up to a level where they won't spawn because it's so large. Now my plan is to clear out this woodland mansion and completely remodel it. It's something I've kind of always wanted to do. I'm not a super duper builder, but I've watched some great builders remodeling woodland mansions, and I just kind of like to do it. Kind of like to try my hand at it. And I did some remodeling in an old world that my son and I were playing on Venture. We found where a haunted mansion was. We did it the old-fashioned way by getting a woodland mansion map from a villager. And we traveled, I think it ended up being 22,000 blocks to get to where the woodland mansion is, and we made that our permanent base. And so I started remodeling it. I redid all the windows and repurposed the rooms, all the rooms, but I didn't do anything to the outside shape of the building. And that's what I plan to do this time. Yep, it's pretty dark in here. All right. And I think we're about due for another Vindicator maybe, but I don't seem to see one yet, thank goodness. You can see looking out the window here, one side of the mansion is kind of buried, and then the main entrance to the mansion faces out into basically a pond. And I think I'm going to leave that as an entrance, but it's not going to be the main entrance. I think I'm going to switch it around so that the main entrance is on the other side. Ah, here's our guy we were expecting. Oh, and another one. Yep. 2 hits with the historic sword, and we'll eat a golden apple here. I also brought about 25 golden apples with me, but not really thinking I truly need them. But better safe than sorry. This is the first time I've gone through a Woodland mansion by myself. Early in this series, Barbarian John, Daydreamer, and I tackled the Woodland mansion, and it was back when we had some really rudimentary equipment. We were not geared up at all. We were still wearing iron armor for the most part, and we managed okay. But it is possible we died a couple of times. I just as soon not die. It's a pain. That kind of reminds me of what I was thinking about the villagers. The villagers must just assume that the players, or Steve, is some kind of demigod. Not only can he do all kinds of amazing things, like carry tons and tons of stone, but I bet you there's something right around this corner. A skeleton. 2 skeletons. But he dies and he comes right back to life. So, 2 skeletons and a zombie. So if only, death was a minor inconvenience for us in real life. That would be great. All right. So far this has not been too different from any other Woodland mansion that I've been in. I mean, not that there's been a great number of them. Here we go. There's usually a statue. There was a statue of a cat upstairs that I cleared out already, and now we've got a chicken here. And yeah, that mansion that we conquered earlier in the series, we were planning to turn it into a... Oh, can I make this shot? Boom. Boom. Yep. We were planning to turn that mansion into like a train station and turn the top into a food court, and I started that job and never finished it, but it is... Oh, here's Johnny. Oh, three hearts down. Eat another golden apple. We're on that same server though, so I can always go back and complete that job someday in the future. This Family Quest world is going to be one of my forever worlds. This one and Wes's world. Okay, sword. Not too bad. Okay, I don't think there are any more. creeper, my least favorite mob. This is an interesting room. Just lattice and some carpeting. And this is the strange colored wool room that led the people on game theory to believe that the illagers in the mansion are trying to create a zombified Steve, because those are the colors of his clothes. I'm going to put a link to that episode down in the description below. You should watch it. It's interesting. Again, I like some of their theories and some of them not so much. But I think it's fun to come up with new, the mysterious lore. It makes me wonder how much the people at Mojang have actually planned. Do they have, carefully thought out lore for everything? Creeper. Or are they just kind of winging it and then hoping people will fill in the blanks? I don't have an opinion on that. It's just could be one or the other, or somewhere in between. Okay, I think we've hit most every room, haven't we? Not quite, but we need more torches. And we might as well set up some beacons here. So we'll set this first one to speed 2. And this one to haste 2, because I'm eventually going to start chopping and mining and clearing out around here. Doing some landscaping as well. Resistance 2, that will protect us from mobs even more than we already are protected. And finally strength and strength 2. I'm not going to bother with jump boost because I just kind of find that annoying. Okay, back into the breach, dear friends. All right. Yeah, we're 90% done, maybe. Just got that one little wing in the bottom floor. But we should light this up too. Don't want stuff wandering in. No creepers. I've never been in one that had pumpkins and melons growing like this before. This is new. I've been in ones that have other kinds of gardens in them. Ah, the chest room. Yeah, in our aforementioned game in the World of Venture, we turned the chest room into our storage room, and then I ended up knocking down the walls and making it much, much larger and putting a super smelter in there, and it became the center of the mansion, really. And this guy, I kind of expect I killed a couple of evokers on the top floor, but I have never seen a room like this before. What is this? This is his head and his hand and some kind of tool. Anyway, I killed a couple of evokers up above, and I kind of expected them to there to be a couple more. Okay, here's one of the jail cell rooms. If you knock out all of this cobblestone, you got a nice big room in here. Free cauldron. And next door is the hidden treasure room. So you have to follow this maze through here. And when you eventually cut all this out, a good source of wood. A couple of record albums. Some junk. The real treasure in the Woodland Mansion is the Totems of Undying, which, now that we have raids, I have a whole chest of. So they need to update the Woodland Mansion, at least as far as treasure is concerned. Another illager. With his face and his hand and his tool. Yep, I put it right in his eyes. Yeah, if you just did nothing else, if you find a Woodland Mansion, do nothing else but disassemble everything, you'll have resources for the rest of your game. You've got cobblestone and birch and dark oak up the wazoo, and lots of things that you don't think about, like lots and lots of carpeting, plenty of wool blocks. This one doesn't have a lever on it, so I have to just knock down the door. They should have some prisoners in here, like some villagers. That would add a little flavor. Like they do under the, or even zombified villagers, like they do under the igloos out in the frozen wastes. If you haven't dug down below some of the igloos, they have a chamber down below that is like a mad scientist chamber, and they've got, oh, I saw a glowing skeleton. Yeah, he's armored up. They've got a mad scientist chamber under the igloos, and they have, I wonder if I can shoot through here. Nope. They've got a villager and a zombie villager, and you can cure one. Or you could zombify one and cure them both, I suppose. You see, they're ready for a bunch of prisoners, but they don't have any prisoners in here. And yeah, even with all these additional torches that I'm adding, it's still got plenty of dark places that zombies and skeletons can spawn. Okay, here's I saw a skeleton in there too. There we go. This makes 3 of these rooms. These guys are pretty full of themselves. Ah, here we go. The last illager. And finally, room. Hopefully there's no creeper in this one. Nope, no creeper. See? Free fencing here. Throw a couple more torches down. And I think we're about done with the inside of this. It is time to go back up and commence with the remodeling. It's a really nice big building that you can remodel. And back up to the top floor. And right out the way we came in. Well, that's all we have time for today. Our next episode will probably be a 1.16 episode where we're basically starting a new season. But our episode numbering will continue the same. I'd like to thank you for stopping by today. As always, please do all the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it. And as always, keep on Minecrafting.